season, and I hope you kicked it off with watching Livescreamers this past weekend on its launch weekend. Oh man, it has been quite a weekend. Quite a weekend. For anybody who has sort of been following some of my updates, so this is not water, but this is milk tea, nice calcium and gentle caffeine, not soda, not coffee. Haven't had that in 5 days because on Thursday morning I was in the ER with a kidney stone. You know how I always sign off, stay great, hydrate, and have a happy time zone? I don't really necessarily have the reputation amongst people who know me in real life for following that advice in real life. So I think I'm going to change my sign off to stay great, hydrate, or else. Because that, y'all, I do not recommend kidney stones. It is not a fun time. I woke up on Thursday morning and I basically I felt like something wasn't right, and I was like, I'm gonna drink water and see if that makes me feel better. And almost immediately my kidney started hurting. I started getting super sick. Anybody who was here 5 years ago will remember I got hospitalized for gallstone pancreatitis for 5 days. It was a whole thing. It actually happened the day I launched the DE trailer. I have awful timing when it comes to medical emergencies and launching or having to do big movie things, because earlier in this year I got a jaw infection and needed a root canal 4 days before we shot Lotso. So yeah, I Whaley's roasting me in the chat. He says it's because your kidneys didn't know what water was. So basically, see, I told you, people in real life. Oh my gosh, Twitch gifted it gifts up. Why did Twitch how does this, is this Subtober thing? I mean, that's cool. Thank you, Twitch, for giving out 15 community gift subs because we completed a level 5 hype train. Is that how we got there? That's cool. Awesome. And Mike Unofficial is one of them. I hope he's in the chat today. Oh man. And Evan Michael Pierce is one of them. And Marissa's one of them. Oh, fun. Being a vampire first, Basil. Jesus, now your kitties. Will anyone ever find the right level of hydration? I mean, anyway, so those who remember 5 years ago with the pancreatitis, we still don't know what caused that. I don't know why I had gallstones, just genetics or whatever. But basically, it was awful, worst pain ever. I was super sick. I literally had to be ambulanced out of my house. It's the only time I've ever had to be in an ambulance. This last Thursday, I would actually arguably say that I was sicker than I was then. Luckily my ER is literally right in front of my neighborhood. I mean, it's almost within walking distance. So my mom picked me up and took me there. Had it been any longer, no one important is calling me. Had it been any longer, I don't know that I could have handled it. But basically I got in, and they took me back immediately. They did all their scans, told me I had a kidney stone. It's small, but they're it doesn't matter. They always suck. And then they gave me a shot of anti-inflammatory, and it was just ta-da, it's a miracle. I felt immediately better. And it's funny how much just pain can make you ill, because I was really worried something was really wrong with how sick I was. But no, it was just I was in excruciating pain. That's all it was. And so I'm still recovering from it. I still am on just basic ibuprofen, and I have been drinking a lot of water. This is my first fancy special bev in a while. Although I've also been drinking a lot of green tea to try to keep my caffeine levels still reasonable, because I still very much have ADHD that needs to be treated, and also I don't want headaches. But yeah, have been drinking a lot of water. It's been helping, and then the pain has been more manageable and everything. So yeah, that's basically how I started. Livescreamers launch weekend was in the ER, and like with a regimen of prescribed painkillers because I had to recover from it. But thank you so much to everybody who checked out the film this weekend. I don't have all of the numbers because like it lags behind a few days, so I don't know quite how many people like bought it or watched it. But they're pretty good. Like I definitely saw a lot of people talking about it. Saw a lot of people doing some watch streams. A few journalists posted about it. Like the press release we got featured in Bloody Disgusting, which is really cool. We're also at 90% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes with 10 reviews, so that's also super fun. And today on Otmu, I want to talk about some of the stuff we have to celebrate that. We've got some Livescreamers cast game streams that are coming up. I also want to talk about the fact that we have one more screening in person at Cine Underground in Busto Arsizio, Italy. This is near Milan on October 18th through 20th. You can go to their website and check out the exact screening. I believe that they're featuring this with Italian subtitles. So even if you are not an English speaker, I think they're doing Italian subtitles. So those who only speak Italian should be able to enjoy the movie. And then afterwards, I'm going to ask them if they can actually give me the Italian subtitles that they've made and see if I can't include that in future launches of Livescreamers. Like I might be able to include it on Amazon and stuff so that when you watch it on VOD later, you might be able to watch it with Italian subs. Hello, Angel Mix for the first time. It was cool to see you in chat on our watch along on Friday. Oh, Angel from Voices from the Mausoleum. Thank you. Welcome. They did a really fun watch along on Friday, and it was really fun being there with some fans and also some of our actors with Sarah and Evan giving some trivia on the watch along. And also today I want to talk about some of the launch stream stuff that we have on the Octopunks crowdfunding stream, which is going to be on October 19th at noon. That'll be a 4-hour stream, and I've got a few different things that we're going to feature there and some special guests, but we'll get to that in a sec. At first, I will talk about these game streams. So first of all, I've recruited Anna and Sarah, who play Gwen and Zelda respectively, for a round of Trivia Murder Party. We were still like dialing in the date, but it's looking like it's going to be the 9th of October. They're probably going to be the first ones that are up for a game stream. And this will be at a to be determined date and time. Just keep an eye on my social media for when we do this. And all of these game streams, like part of the inspiration for doing it with the Livescreamers cast was I wanted to pick games that inspired Livescreamers, or at least sort of felt like they had similar game mechanics to Livescreamers. And Trivia Murder Party is definitely a relevant one. We'll see if Anna can do better on this than she did maybe in the movie. Now we've got the Escape Together. That'll be with Evan. This is a 1 to 3 person co-op game where you are doing escape rooms in a haunted house. And so like while you're trying to put the puzzle together, bad things happen. I've never played this game. I'm pretty sure neither has Evan. I don't know if Evan's here today. I haven't seen him in the chat yet. But basically, like, it's sort of a Phasmophobia-esque game, but I liked the puzzle element feature of it. I think that there's some stuff in Livescreamers that we did that are kind of similar. So, oh, Evan is in the chat. There he is. Nope, have not played it. Well, Evan and I need to get together and decide what day we're going to do this. Unless we want to do it right now and be like, hey, I don't know, October 23rd at 6 p.m.? Sure. Put an F in the chat if you agree, Evan. October 23rd, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Let's fucking go. But yeah, this will be fun. I wanted to do a co-op game, and I've also tried to pick games that like aren't gonna take hours, because originally I wanted to do like Doki Doki Literature Club with Evan, but that's a 5-hour game, and I didn't want to keep him for 5 hours. So this will be a good 1 hour, 1.5 hour stream. Evan says, yes, let's do it. Okay, so tentatively October 23rd, 6 p.m. That might be our date for the Escape Together with Evan. Assuming I don't need to put the next one on that date, which is Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes with Michael Smallwood, where I will be defusing a bomb and Michael will very, very exhaustedly probably have his printout instructions in front of him and be trying to radio chat me over it and trying to get me to defuse the bomb. I played this with Greg before, and it went great. I can't imagine how much this is going to ruin Michael and I's friendship. I really had to think about, like, who do I want to play this game with me? I really had to, like, choose this one carefully, because I thought maybe MJ, but I was like, MJ doesn't need anything else on their plate right now. They've been really busy. But also, MJ would be so efficient. It almost, like, wouldn't be entertaining, because they would be so good at delivering instructions to me, and we would be so good together. I have the trust that Michael is just the right amount of inefficient for this to actually be entertaining. So... Which one of Michael's hard decisions? Well, Michael Whaley, you're going to get your chance to shine later, just like we talked about earlier today. Yes, no, Timmy, I'm sure there won't be yelling. I'm sure Smallwood and I are going to get through this completely fine. We're going to be very patient with each other. We're going to understand each other perfectly well. There will be no yelling. There will be no bruised egos and friendships. We may go and watch Megalopolis together in the theater after to repair our wounded egos. But yes, other than that, I'm looking forward. I'm genuinely, like, this is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. I cannot wait to play this game with Michael. I think it's gonna be an absolute fucking blast. So those are the 3 that I have on deck for now. I might end up adding more, we'll see, but those are the ones that I want to commit to at least through October. So Trivia Murder Party with Sarah and Anna, that will probably be next week sometime. And then I guess Evan and I are playing Escape together on the 23rd, and then Michael and I are going to play something together. Maybe not the last week. I don't know. He might not be free that last week in October. I guess we'll have to see. I'm not free the 30th and 31st because me and Whaley have to go shoot a play. But maybe like the 29th or something. Maybe the 27th. Something like that. I will convene with Michael and see what his availability is for that. I'm still juggling cats because, again, Kidney Stone, movie release, lots of things. So the only other thing I have to talk about officially is the Octopunks stuff today, but I do want to give a broad update on a bunch of things, Patreon, deliveries, all sorts of stuff like that. If you have ordered a Blu-ray copy of Livescreamers, anything off the Octopunks store, or if you've ordered a copy of the movie off of Amazon, it is shipping out today. I'm literally going to the post after this stream. I'm taking all of the packages and I'm delivering them to the post office. So I apologize for the delay on some of the pre-orders. They were supposed to be shipped on like Tuesday, and last week was just a comedy of errors between like Monday and Tuesday. Shopify wouldn't let me print labels to the point where I actually like chatted with customer service and they were like, it's just an outage, you'll have to wait. And so I had to wait for that to be fixed before I could print the labels that I bought. And then, of course, Kidney Stones on Thursday, and then Hurricane on Friday. So just like, we're fine. Like, we really just had like a very bad rainstorm overnight, and then like apocalyptically bad winds like all through Friday, even though it was sunny. It was very strange. Asheville is like facing the absolute brunt of it right now. I have so many friends up there who like their streets are completely underwater. It's very scary. So like send love, send aid over to them, to Tennessee, to Georgia. You know, we really didn't have any damage here, but it was enough to keep me away from going outside and going to the post office. Yeah, sorry about your dad, Winter Eyes. I hope he's okay. I know there's a lot of missing people and stuff, and a lot of people have lost their homes. It's really, really bad. Like I have a couple people I know who like they've been okay. Like they haven't suffered any damage, but like everywhere around them is like completely flooded. It's just really bad because with Asheville, you have those like white water, you know, rivers that like when they overflow, they just like the force of them just washes things away. They were not prepared for it. And why would you be? It's 2,000 feet above sea level in the mountains. You don't expect to get a hurricane. But yeah, and so last week though, a lot of stuff getting in the way of me actually getting things out the door. But everything is going out today. So keep an eye out for that in the coming week. If you've ordered something on any of our stores, if you're waiting on your Blu-ray copy of Livescreamers, I will be regularly sending them out as they are purchased now as well. So if you end up purchasing later in the week, they'll ship within a day or two after purchases. And then the other thing is Patreon. So got super behind on Patreon stuff this month again. I owe everybody basically everything that they would have had in September. I'll be doing catch-ups through October as I usually do when I miss stuff. Oh my God, I can still to this day, it's been 4 fucking years, Talia, and I still can't pronounce your fucking name. Talia's here. Talia's here. Well, Look, I still, to this day, have the Australian corner. It's looking a little dilapidated right now. I had to go back there for some things. Still have Australian corner, sponsored by Talia. Saphicophony. Long time no see. Still can't get it right. Nope. I still can't. There's just something about it. There's too many C's and P's and cuss sounds and just you know what? I'm glad you hopefully still go by Talia. Oh, long time no see indeed. Well, welcome back. A bitch never forgets though. A bitch never forgets. But yeah, I do forget about Patreon stuff though, obviously. I've been really like, I think it's one of those things where like you end up having a medical emergency and you look back on the past 4 weeks and you're like, oh, that's why I didn't have any energy and I like was just felt off for a month. I suspect that part of having kidney stones was just like my immune system being really like angry and keeping me low energy for weeks and weeks, because I've just been like needing to rest like for the entirety of the month. And I've also been doing so much work to try to promote Livescreamers and get it out there and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm sort of back on the wagon now that Livescreamers is out and I can focus back on the things that I need to do. I can focus on Octopunks and I can also focus on finishing the Lotso short. Oh, you're in the US now, so not time zone bad. Cool. I was actually, so for the Octopunk streams, I was, God, it's gonna be like that now. I was looking for the Octopunks streams for like the guests, and I was going through my list of like people I'd consider like inviting on, and I saw Carla Kim's name, and I was like, I want to see Carla again, but she's in Korea, and it's like a 14-hour time difference. There's just like, no, there's never any way. There's just never any way to have Carla on a stream because it's always like 3 a.m. for her every time we want to do anything. But one day I will go out of my way to do a stream that might be like 9 p.m. at night for me, but it will be here for Carla, because I miss my girl. We all miss Carla and want to have her on stream again. But man, time zones, I get it. So speaking of Octopunks though, so this big campaign stream is Saturday, October 19th at 12 p.m. Here on Twitch. It'll be 4 hours long from 12 to 4. If you're wondering what Octopunks is, this is basically going to be our new Patreon. It is a membership service. It's a monthly subscription, just $4.99 a month, and that's pretty much the blanket price. It just sort of includes everything. You have your entire backlist library. You can stream Livescreamers anywhere in the world as many times as you want. Livescreamers is going to be included in the library, so if you're not into the Vimeo options, if you're international, you could check it out on Octopunks. There's going to be some like forum and like community aspects to the website. I'm hoping to implement live streams on it as well, though I might also stick on Twitch. I haven't decided yet. I'm still sort of trying to figure out what platform I'm going to do this on. There's kind of no good one-size-fits-all solution. But we also have some original stuff coming every single month, like a live version of Ships and Giggles. And by live, I mean like Whose Line Is It Anyway, with a live audience that we shoot in advance, and it's an entire season of episodes that will launch weekly. We also have the same sort of concept for breakout roles, where we'll launch weekly episodes of us all around a table playing a tabletop RPG. There's a show called Claws Out, which is like Femme Queer Hot Ones, where I interview people while we both do our nails together. All sorts of fun stuff that's going to be coming all throughout the first year. And we're doing a crowdfunding campaign to raise money to sponsor that first year of production. So all the things that I just mentioned will be covered production cost-wise with the campaign funds from this Indiegogo. The overall goal is $15,000. And also, we've got some fun stuff that we're doing on stream. So the first, I'm not sure what order this is going to be in yet. Again, I'm still trying to work out scheduling, guests, that sort of thing. But I do know that the 3 things that we're going to do on the launch stream is just a little taste of some of the content that's going to come on Octopunks. The first one being live tarot readings. I'm doing a tarot show as well on Octopunks, so I'll be doing some live tarot with random readings for members of the chat. So if you want to come get your tarot read completely cold by me, I'll be doing those for an hour on stream. I'll be doing my first episode of Claws Out with a special surprise guest. I've reached out to somebody. I hope they say yes. If not, I'll have to go down the line. But I know it'll be somebody really special, and I hope that they also own nail polish so we can do our nails together. Even virtually, we will do our nails together. We'll pick a design, and we'll both try to do it. And in an hour, you'll see who has the best actual nail art skills. And also, you'll learn a lot about our special guest because it is an interview show. And then the final 2 hours, or maybe even the first 2 hours, will be breakout roles. We'll pick a tabletop RPG one-shot to play with me and a bunch of actors, because the gimmick is basically it's actors doing tabletop RPG. So I know Michael Whaley is already signed up for this. I've reached out to a couple other people. Hopefully they say yes. But they will all be actors participating in this episode of Breakout Roles. If you have ever seen us do the Wild Speed Space Family, the Fast and Furious RPG we did, or the what was it called? Satan Pay My Rent was the one that me, Sarah, Evan, and Austin did. It's something like that, where basically we get a kooky indie RPG from itch.io up in the chat, and we do that. So that'll be the launch stream schedule. So those are the sorts of activities we'll be doing while we try to reach these milestones. So like I said, 15,000 is the overall goal. We'll have a month to reach it. But if we reach certain milestones on stream, we will unlock community bonuses. If we meet $5,000 on stream, all donors will get an Octopunx sticker in the mail. That's pretty typical, so that it doesn't matter if you donate $5 or $500. Everybody who donates during stream will get a sticker. If we meet our $10,000 goal on stream, I will make Detroit Reawakening Noir. If you remember Detroit Evolution Noir, this was a really fun project where I noired up via music, effects, sound mixing, and making the entire movie black and white. And that's up on YouTube right now, but I never gave Detroit Reawakening the same treatment. So I've been a little curious about what this might be like, and if we meet $10,000 on stream during those 4 hours, I will publish Detroit Reawakening Noir, most likely in March, most likely on the anniversary. So it'll be a while before I accomplish it, but I will be happy to explore that and dedicate some of my time to that if we can get to $10,000 on stream. And then, of course, the same goal I've been trying to reach for literal years. We've never managed to get there. Let's see if we do it this time. If we meet our goal, like our actual $15,000 on stream, day one, I will bleach my hair. I will do it. I've tried this now 3 times. I've been wanting to dye my hair forever. I've been really curious. I've been really curious what I'll look like blonde. I also need to cut my hair because like this is too much. But yeah, if you want to know what this looks like blonde, $15,000 day one, y'all. Like, we want to reach that goal day one. Talia, we need to make all these milestones, but especially that one. Y'all, we got to get to 10K at least, says Timmy Silver. Brittany says, I thought I heard something about Octopunks being on Roku. That is one of those things that I would love to offer as soon as I am able to afford it. Unfortunately, it's ridiculous in terms of trying to get it done. I've looked into it, and they make you pay thousands of dollars of startup costs and also like $300 per month you have to like pay for it like it's a subscription service. And as soon as you stop paying the subscription service, you don't get the app anymore. It's stuff like that. Everything, even on the back end, is subscription based. And I really don't like it. But if I can ever afford to just hire a Roku developer outright to just give us an app and then we own it, even if it costs like $5,000 or $6,000 up front, if we could own the app at that point, that would be so amazing. And so that's definitely like a year, like one goal for me, is to be able to raise enough capital to like get to that point. I will say that like it might be a stretch goal. It might. I can't remember if I wrote stretch goals into this. Did I talk about stretch goals? I don't think I did. That might be something that I guess might just be announced on the 19th, because I'm surely gonna design stretch goals for the campaign. I just think I haven't announced them officially yet, and I was maybe supposed to do it today and then forgot. But I would say, yeah, like 21,000, 22,000 might be a stretch goal that it unlocks a Roku app. That could be really, really cool, because that is like number one on things that I want to offer. Like, I would love to offer it day one. I just don't have the money. It's prohibitively expensive. I want to prioritize getting off of Patreon, making something that is Patreon-like, making community features, being able to put up my movies safely without any copyright issues, and being able to give y'all content in year one. Those are the priorities. For the accessibility stuff of like putting it on Roku, putting it on Amazon Fire Stick, those sorts of things, they're kind of going to come second. I definitely think that the first year of Octopunks, the whole year is going to feel a little like a beta. It's going to feel a little like a startup project, just while we get in subscribers, we get in notoriety, we get in capital and that sort of thing. We find an audience for things like Ships and Giggles and things like Breakout Roles. And once we do that, we can start expanding it and doing these apps and that sort of thing. Because ultimately, like, I think nobody really wants another streaming service. I've seen a lot of people, and this is kind of a hot take, but like I've seen a lot of people, and I know a lot of people who are like launching streaming services for their companies right now. And I wish them luck. But I also know that they are facing an uphill battle, because who wants to do another streaming service when they already have Netflix, when they already have that? I am not interested in acquiring a massive, massive library of every movie you've ever heard of. You already have Netflix and HBO Max and Disney Plus and all that sort of stuff for that. I am interested in taking what we've built on Patreon and making it bigger and better, and also in some ways more affordable for a lot of other people, and to offer more features to make it easier to run for me to like manage a community and manage content in a way that's actually like cohesive with my life, and isn't something that I'm gonna get behind on all of the time, because I don't really live on a normal sort of routine or schedule. So yeah, that's kind of the thought process, is that like Octopunks is not really a streaming service. It is a fan site. It is a site for you guys to connect with each other. It's a site for you guys to be able to, gather around the sorts of things that we do and watch them together as an audience, have something to react to, have something to talk about. And yeah, we know what we're trying to do, and we're not trying to be everything. All that being said, I still want to do a Roku app and stuff, mostly just because, my gosh, AutoMod got Greg for saying the word mofos. I had to fix that. Oh my gosh, I love ADHD. It's so great. I don't want to be all things to everybody, but I do want a Roku app and stuff, mostly just make it easier for you guys to enjoy the stuff that we do have, because I know that watching it on your phone or your, laptop isn't always like the most fun. You can Chromecast and stuff though, I think. I'm pretty sure that like you can cast, if you have, especially if you're watching it on like an Apple thing, or have an iPhone. I think you can cast from like an iPhone to a TV, even with the platform that I'm going to be doing things on. So at least it's not like completely unavailable to watch on your TV. But yeah, I'm hoping for apps down the line. All that being said, We don't just have milestones for the community, we also have some bonuses and milestones for individual donors. So if you're the highest donor on stream, I will send you my personal annotated script from the production of Lotso. I will send you my script from Lotso. It's covered in notes for both before we shot and during the production. Also, Lotso's not out yet, so you'll get a sneak peek at the script of Lotso, because you'll probably receive this before the movie is actually finished and out to the public. To the second highest donor on stream, which is kind of an interesting place to be. I wonder if people are going to be fighting to be the second highest. Odd horse race we've got. But you can become the owner of my personal annotated script from the production of Livescreamers. So I know a lot of you who maybe donated a lot of money for the Livescreamers campaign already own a signed copy of the script from Livescreamers. This is a copy of the script that I used on set. It even has the fake blood stain on the front, so you know it's authentic because that is the one that we used on the day. And again, it's got all sorts of notes that I made all throughout as I was watching performances, so fun little one-of-a-kind thing. And to a random donor on stream, receive a special Horror Pack limited edition copy of Livescream on Blu-ray. I only have a couple of these, but it is a special cover. The actual disc itself, I think, is the same, but the cover is completely different. And this was not for sale ever. It was only available to Horror Pack subscribers in July 2019, and then if you weren't in that, you didn't get it. So this is a really, really rare version of Livescream on Blu-ray that I'll be giving away to one random donor on stream, regardless of how much they donate. Just to kind of run down a speed run of the different tiers we have. Remember that $10 gets you a 3-month advance membership to Octopunks. A lot of these tiers are basically just like pre-ordering memberships at a slightly discounted rate, because it would be $4.99 a month normally, so you get 3 months for $10, so you get 1 month for free if you order early through the campaign. Same thing with the $50 tier, you get a 1-year membership to Octopunks. And remember that we got these bingo cards as well. Donors will automatically be enrolled in the bingo card thing. You'll get a bingo card in the mail. By watching the content all throughout year 1, you'll be able to mark off things on your bingo card, and you can turn in completed bingo cards, or if you get bingo, for special prizes and things that I'll decide upon at a later date. So just a fun little interactive, kind of physical game that our Indiegogo patrons will be able to participate in. I think I'll also probably sell bingo cards down the line too, just so people who weren't early can also play the game and participate and aren't left out. But this will guarantee you at least 1 free bingo card as part of donating. For $100, you can become a digital extra in Lotso in addition to a 1-year membership to Octopunks. Remember that Lotso is an animated movie in Unreal Engine using metahumans, so I can make a likeness in metahumans that looks just like you and put you in the movie. So if you want to be a digital extra in Lotso, $100 tier. The $250 tier is 1-year VIP membership to Octopunks, which is everything I already mentioned. Plus, you get 2 special subscription boxes throughout the year. Each of these will be themed around a different project or different Octopunk thing. They'll include things like Polaroids, limited edition merch, maybe apparel, we'll see. But they'll be worth, they would normally be worth like $75 a piece. So these are just like a really special subscription box thing that will come to VIP members. Our $500 tier is an eternal basic membership to Octopunks and your name on our founders page. An eternal basic membership means that you will get the $4.99 a month membership forever. You will never have to pay for Octopunks again at the basic level, which is wild. And then our $1,500 tier is something similar. It is an eternal VIP membership to Octopunks. So as long as Octopunks is running, you will get a VIP membership forever, which includes those 2 subscription boxes, 2 subscription boxes per year. They would be in May and November. So there is one more, though, that I decided to design. Because not only does the highest donor on stream get a special item, but there is a one-of-a-kind donation that I'm unlocking on the Octopunks Indiegogo page. I really thought about what I could offer for higher than 1,500 because the Eternal VIP membership is pretty major. And I also didn't want to do anything like walk on roll or anything because I don't really have an ability to offer that right now. But I came up with something. So for a singular $3,000 pledge, I will be accepting one $3,000 pledge on Octopunks. This perk is called the Octopunk Museum, and these are extremely limited, not for sale items. In some cases, one-of-a-kind items that would be sent to the person who donates this much money. In addition to all the Eternal VIP membership, obviously you get all of the perks at the $1,500 level and under, but you also get the Blair toaster. Yes, the actual one, the actual one, right there. That guy right over here. You get that. You'll get to own that forever. Now, if you don't want to own the Blair toaster because you're afraid of him, then I mean, we can talk. We can do a substitution. I guess. But no, you get to own the one-of-a-kind Blair toaster. You get a Detroit Evolution 11x17 poster signed by the entire cast. I only have 3 of those left, and I can't sell them. So, like, this is pretty major. You get an autographed screen-used shirt from Livescream. Again, let's talk about... It's not that one, because that one actually wasn't screen-used. But I have this one hanging on the wall. I have the actual screen-used one. That Michael James Daly was wearing in Livescream when he got stabbed by a clown and died. So it's covered in the fake blood and everything. I have that shirt, and it's signed by Michael Daly, Michael Whaley, Maddie Casto, me, Austin, and I think that was it. I think that was everybody who was there that night. But it was the one that Michael James Daly died in on screen on Livescream. I have that shirt. It will be yours. Also, MJ Slide's annotated script from Livescreamers. I have MJ's script. MJ played Dice in the movie. So I have their script covered in their own personal notes and annotations from when they were on set and in advance. That is a one-of-a-kind item included in here. And I also have a Maximilian Koger signed lobby card from 7 Deadly Sins. These were never for sale. They were a special item that I made for Genre Blast, or Genre Blast premiere. And so they're like little 7 Deadly Sins advertisement cards, and Maximilian signed a handful of them. And so these were never available on a Patreon. These were never for sale. It's only available through like random giveaways like this. So it's a little bit of everything. It is the Octopunk Museum, some one-of-a-kind items, some almost one-of-a-kind items, lots of memorabilia that you can't buy. Because I was also thinking about, like, what are some things that I could give away that the people don't already have? Because a lot of you have been here for a really long time. Callie and Timmy. Callie was all fun and games before, but I will fight you. Listen, you can always work out a trade amongst yourself. I'm just saying, if you want to go splitsies or something, you can do that amongst yourselves. I won't know. But you know. Like, they'll just start negotiating the price of the Blair toaster itself. But yeah, the competition has already begun. So that is what we've got coming up on October 19th, y'all. 15,000, that's the goal for the month. I hope that it's a conservative goal. But that will also fund everything that we want to do in year 1 of Octopunks. That includes Ships and Giggles Live. That includes a season of breakout roles. It includes us doing a staged reading of The Outcast, which is the first script I ever wrote when I was 12, and we will be doing a serious live reading with actual actors. It's going to be hysterical. I cannot wait to do it. A season of Claws Out interview show, a season of me doing tarot reads for random actors and other fun people. As well as, like, we've got other stuff too. Obviously, Lotso is going to be coming to Octopunks next year anyway. Livescreamers is going to be coming to Octopunks next year. Livescream Remastered is going to be coming to Octopunks, so you'll be able to to stream that for free, included with your subscription to Octopunks, and not have to go buy it on VOD or buy it on Blu-ray elsewhere, like everybody else. So yeah, it is. It's going to be a full year of fun stuff, and 15,000 is not a lot to fund an entire year of stuff. I'm really hoping that it's one of these things where I'm keeping my overhead pretty low on the sorts of things that I want to do. I'm keeping my ambitions very reasonable. We are not going to be Watcher. We're gonna try to give you a year of stuff for 15 grand. A year of stuff. I've made entire shorts that cost that much just for one short. So an entire year and multiple different shows for that. You know, we're keeping it really good. Will Fallout Sanctuary ever be on Octopunks? Fallout Sanctuary, if it gets finished, will be on YouTube, actually, because it's a fan-filmed thing. So I can't charge for that. So that would be public and free. So that would be actually, yeah, YouTube content. Shared custody of the toaster sounds like a good plot for Blair Toaster 3. Not joking, I actually did consider offering Blair Toaster 3 as a milestone for the stream, but I was like, I don't even know. I don't even know what that would be. I'd really have to come. 20,000, sure. 20,000 Blair Toaster 3. Don't hold me to that. Fine, hold me to, you know, if we get to 15 and I have to bleach my hair, fuck it. I'll do a bleached hair version of Blair Toaster 3. I'll be Jane, who had to dye her hair to avoid the witness protection, to avoid the Blair Toaster. We'll have this Blair Toaster will belong to somebody else, so I'll have to have a new Blair Toaster with a new design that's twice as big and half as evil. Yeah, if I have a lot of time put aside, but Lotso's been kicking my ass, y'all. Lotso's been kicking my ass. It is so hard to do animation. Like, it is so much time. I'm getting through it, but like I think having basically take a month off of it, and like now that Livescreamers release is behind me, I feel a little like more ready to get back into Lotso. I feel a little bit more grounded than I did over the past few weeks. These past few weeks, I've been telling people, I'm like, I think Livescreamers making that movie like kind of did something to me in terms of like working in Unreal Engine. I think I kind of have slight PTSD from it. Not to like minimize it, because I am being serious. Like I will do everything in my power to psychologically and physically avoid opening Unreal Engine now. And I'm like starting to notice it a little bit of like, I will clean the whole house. I will send emails. I will like work on clients. Like I will do everything but open Unreal Engine. And I'm starting to check in with myself a little bit and be like, this is not sustainable to finish this movie. And also, like, why is that? Why are we afraid of Unreal now? And it's like, yeah, because I worked for 18 hours a day for 9 weeks straight to finish Livescreamers a couple of years ago. And I just, like, I stayed up all night for weeks at a time doing Unreal for that. Yeah, it's burnout, basically. It's also the memory of burnout. It's like the physical... what do they say? Like the axe forgets, but the tree remembers. The tree is remembering the experience of pushing myself really, really hard to finish something Unreal, and it's kind of like a wound. It's kind of like a muscle that didn't set right, and I still sort of feel the ache of it. And so with Lotso, I stepped away for like a month to work on this promotional stuff for Livescreamers and all that sort of stuff. And I think it was good. I think it was good to step away a bit and not force it, because I was trying to force myself through it and really like force myself to do Lotso and 12, 18, 20 hours a day. And I got about 5 days into that, and I was just like, this is not happening. I was like, this is not going to work. This is not going to happen. I need to stop. So yeah, but now, like I said, it's, I'm not in that sort of like ADHD psychological, like waiting area, which I kind of have been since the 27th. Like, I think knowing that my release date for Livescreamers was the 27th, like that just occupied brain space subconsciously and consciously, that I just couldn't put it aside and not look at it. I just really wanted to be all in on that. And now that that's behind me, I feel like the road's paved ahead. I'm ready to get back into Lotso and finish that before Thanksgiving and get that out to the festival circuit in the spring. So, yeah, I think Lotso full speed ahead, and we'll have a lot of streams coming up in the next month on Patreon that are behind the scenes streams for Lotso. Piccolo, yeah, you should 100% take care of yourself. Worrying yourself is so unhealthy from someone who's also done that. I mean, you're talking to somebody who was just in the ER with kidney stones 5 days ago. So, like, again, I mean, I've been a little humbled. A little bit. a little humbled by, my body really likes making rocks. What can I say? My body made rocks when I pushed myself during Detroit Evolution, and now my body is making rocks when I try to push myself during Lotso. I gotta stop pushing myself. I don't need no more rocks. I don't need to be like the rock guy from Neverending Story. They aren't big, strong hands. Anyway, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for checking out Livescreamers. If you haven't yet, you can catch it on Amazon if you're in the UK or on the US. You can get it on Blu-ray on shop.octopunx.tv because, yes, we actually have an Octopunx store now. There's also Blair Toaster stickers up there, by the way. I posted them. So if you buy a Livescreamers Blu-ray or the combo pack for $35 on our page, you can also pick up a Blair Toaster sticker while you're there. Just an extra little thing that's available. But if you're international, it's on Vimeo. All these links are in my pinned tweet on Twitter. I also have livescreamers.card.co. Any of my social media, you can find that, and it has all the different links to watch both movies, both internationally and domestically, and on Blu-ray and VOD, all the different options. So seek that out if you're interested in checking out the movie and haven't seen it yet. Happy October. Happy stay great, hydrate, or else!